Pastor, apostle, evangelist Joshua Selman is trending right now. It is still in the view of marriage, and something happened recently that brought Selman back on the internet space. Well, ladies and gentlemen, be prepared for this one. First, let us listen to Joshua Selman. What is this thing about marriage or no marriage? And then we will go through the latest that is going on about Joshua Selman and a particular lady. According to the report, she has been there for the past, let's say, 1 or 2 decades, or 1.5 of it. What exactly happened?
I think the issue of ladies and sisters and so on is not limited to whether you are married or not. It's only minimized when you are married. That's what I believe. Anybody who will be very honest,
You're right,
you
sir.
know. I think the key is values and principles.
Wow.
Yes. The key is to be able to put values, because I would submit to you that many people who may have problem with sisters, the ladies don't intentionally come to cause trouble. They are just being ladies. And ladies will generally want a shoulder, with all due respect to all the ladies following and the ladies around. You understand? I'm not sure that there are few ladies, and I think let's honor what the Holy Ghost is doing in the body. There are few ladies that will actually get up intentionally to say, I want to destroy. There are people like that, but I think what happens is that the devil takes advantage of the vulnerability and the compassion of both the leader and the people involved. Because once you are emotionally connected to people, for instance, you have a sister or someone in the church or the fellowship, and you know about their background, you know about what they've gone through, you understand the peculiarity of their dealing, and they've been open to you on that wise. Naturally, you will be soft-hearted towards those people, and even when they misbehave, from the lens of what you know about them, you will express a lot of compassion. Now, that compassion can become dangerous. That is why you must balance it with values. Trust God for grace. It's easier said than done, in all fairness, but I think it's good to create standards. And then number 2, be visionary. In the Bible, vision helps people to stay on course.
Wow.
Lack of vision is what sponsors distraction. There is a way you can be so visionary, you look at your watch, it's 8 o'clock in the morning, next time you check it is 10 p.m. because you are so engaged, you have sermons to prepare, you have several things to do. When you are excessively idle, you have to pick your phone. From checking a sermon, you go to a video you should not go to. You see that from there, before you know it, until you are in Sodom. So these are some of the things we are talking about. I think the key is standards. And then number 2, build a community of like-minded people. Having a kingdom community is the key to sustaining kingdom values. Walking in isolation is very dangerous. A community life creates a healthy system of check and balance. You see, so that is very. And then number 3, practice periodic retreats.
Wow.
I am shocked, in all honesty, at the fact that people can be busy in ministry for a very long time and not have. I'm not talking of the usual weekly retreat or these just 2 hours where most of it you are sleeping. I mean a serious, heartfelt retreat from the depth of your heart, where you stay with God. And when you are with God, don't tell lies. Don't go to God as a man of God. You go to God sincerely. Now, it's easy for you to clap for me as Joshua Selman, and so it's only God that knows the truth about me. So when I go to God, the one who I cannot hide, I say, okay, God, please deal with me. And God can say, okay, be careful. Lust is growing in your heart here. Pride is growing in your heart here. Maybe pressures are mounting on you, and maybe your prayer life is not as effective as that. And I say, okay, God, thank you. Supply the grace for the next level. The key to being sustained in ministry is to be truthful to yourself. Very truthful to yourself. And when you go before God, you are sincere and honest. If you go to God as MOG, you go to God as a colleague in ministry, Very soon things will go bad. You must, when I go to God, I go with an open heart, and I go very sincerely. Search my heart truthfully, oh God.
Hallelujah.
And anything God tells me, whether I have proof for it or not, I believe it. If I go before God now and God says you are an armed robber, I believe him. I will not say, whose money did I steal? I will start rolling on the ground and say, show me mercy before I disappoint myself.
Some people were discussing me somewhere, and I got to hear, of course, one of the ladies said, this person, you mean there are all these beautiful girls in Koinonia, how is he doing? Let me tell you how I'm doing. I'm very fine. Very fine. Very fine. Healthy in the spirit. Very fine. I intend to continue with God for a long time. I decided that from the start of the journey. We are afraid responsibility that firm decision brings, because we know it will have to force us. We still want to enjoy some things. You see that? Because if you make a firm decision, you too, you know a firm decision means deleting that person's phone number, but you don't want to. So you are not serious. That's the meaning.
So today, apostle, pastor, evangelist Selman is trending. The lady you're looking at right there has been around apostle. I'm going to show you some comments and opinions out there coming from pastors, prophets, and of course, members of the church who do not see anything wrong or improper about it. I want you to pay attention to this pretty woman, this lady that you're looking at. Now, this is the same lady here. She recently celebrated her birthday, and apostle came to celebrate with her. Now, the odd thing here is this lady is not married. An apostle is not married. Selman is 45 years of age. And this lady, somehow in between, might be around 39 or 40. But let's just put it 38, 39 or thereabout. She's not married. According to the report, she has been in this business of soul winning for a long time alongside apostle. The question is, was apostle knocking her and then said to himself, now that I'm a full-blown man of God, I don't think we should be knocking. And if I marry you with all the knocking that we have knocked, for those who are not Nigerians, knocking means having sexual relationship. Could it be that he is struggling? He is not yet clear or told to proceed by the spirit that he works with. What exactly could it be? And why is he not married yet, or married to this lady who a lot of people believe apostle have a soft spot for? People have queried him, they've asked him questions, and his response is that he has never been married. For now, he's not hoping to get married, and he believes that marriage would disturb or stop the ministry that God gave to him to fulfill. And marriage is out of the equation. Many a times, pastors are admonished, even in the scriptures, to get married so as to stop any form of weakness or sinful lifestyle. She is not yet married. The pictures that we saw is a little bit, deep. This picture looks good, right? There are other pictures too that are scattered all over social media. But this particular one that you're looking at, she did kneel down and held onto the laps some might say leg of the apostle, rubbing it. What does that tell you? What does that tell you? Is it spiritual father and spiritual daughter relationship? Or a lady who is lusting or likes the apostle, hoping and saying, I will wait. I will wait. Apostle is 45 years old. And some people are kind of thinking it's a thought the apostle has problems the same way Apostle Paul had. Problems that has to do with a man getting a woman pregnant. Or is there something else? Let us proceed. One person responded saying, it's a normal thing. Apostle calls every lady I have been opportune to meet with and couldn't hold my emotions. He said, my love, stop crying. God is with you on this. So what's the fuss or fuss about this? Now, you might be wondering, what is this all about? What is this all about? What is this, my love, my love? This has been what they call approach of apostle to women. He calls everybody my love. Now, some smart people looked at this and they said, this is manipulation. This is manipulation where you are trying not to show favoritism to one person, but to everybody. So it means I am open, calling all the women my love. Now, hold on a sec. It's not a crime, right? But you need to understand that every tool is a tool and can be used in different forms, meaning a screwdriver that is supposed to be used to unlock or lock a screw in or screw in can also be used as a weapon. Now, let's move on. Now, this is from a prophet, Unazi Oga. He said, thank you for following up on the previous post. In that post, I explained why this situation is not okay. Many people have been asking me how I know that this has been happening. The information I received indicates that this has been going on for close to 2 decades. That's 20 years. Ask yourself this question. This lady has been with this man for nearly 2 decades, especially if we consider when they started back in Zaria. Zaria is in the north of Nigeria. Imagine where this lady would be today if she had not been unfortunate enough to remain in this situation. By now, she likely would have been married, settled, and established in her own life, instead of waiting endlessly for a brother to marry her. And that is not even the only issue here. The bigger concern is the strong possibility that they may not have remained XEXUALLY pure. That is a serious matter. That is why I said he should come out publicly and declare that he has truly been abstaining, that he has kept himself and remained celibate throughout these 20 years, all the while preaching publicly and dating secretly. Nigeria has a serious problem, and people need to start asking questions. Do not play with your internal destiny. The fathers have failed you. The pastors in Nigeria, the elders, they have failed woefully. To allow this kind of gross misconduct to continue in the body of Christ is a disgrace. It is a shame, a big shame. Now, there are people who might be like, hey, Prophet Unazi Oga, you are jealous. Mind your business. Let us call a spade a spade. It is in his own right to decide if he wants to marry or not to marry. Now, watch it. I didn't say marry her. I said if he wants to marry. But I have not seen any marriage proposal made public, either by the woman or by the man. Neither do I think anyone have seen an engagement ring on her fingers. It is her choice as a mature woman to decide if waiting for 25 years is a testimony that she wants to share. So women out there who are in that status of religiosity. You might be like, oh my God, she waited for the Adam and Adam came. You're on your own. The clock of a woman and that of a man is not the same. And like I said, apostle, pastor, evangelist Selman might have issues that is biological and he has not received healing on it. And he knows within himself, getting married to this woman is not going to work. I cannot physically keep her happy. And possibly, I might not be able to have children. He alone knows why he has refused to proceed. 2, could it be that he has been told the day you get married will be the day your ministry will begin to have problems? Because what we are seeing in the realm of the spirit is that disaster awaits you. There are certain women that might be possessed regardless of how religious they appear. Certain women that will come into your life, no matter how religious they appear, no amount of faithfulness and that Holy Spirit filled lifestyle that they might show, once they come into your life, they will try to disrupt you, and one day, you end up being divorced. Maybe he's afraid of that. Maybe that he has heard it before ministry, during ministry, and he said to himself, if marriage is going to be a snare, if a woman is going to bother me and stop me from achieving, fulfilling destiny, after all, this is what I am in this earth for. God does not punish anybody for not getting married, as long as I keep myself pure. God has given me enough grace not to be attracted to a woman in any form or in any way. If that is what it is, good. But this woman, you do not have to be married if you don't want to. It is not a crime. It is not by force that you must get married or you must have children. It is not a crime. If you think what you have been created for is to attend to Koinonia, I mean, that's what they call if that is what you believe God brought you to this world, to this earth for, to attend ministry, to be a member of his church, good for you. I'm sure other pastors, members, brothers, they might not want to come close to you because they believe you are Daddy Gio's special babe. They don't even know if Daddy Gio is doing anything with you. And since your eyes is set on him, the way you are rubbing his leg, it is well. I believe they are both adults. If he's not ready and he has not proposed, but if he's stylishly making you think you should wait, you are a smart woman. I'm telling you, if you are not a smart woman, I'm speaking smartness into your life, that you should realize that you need to move on because your clock is different from his. He might decide to get married at the age of 47 or not even marry at all. It is his business. Maybe or maybe not. But your clock and his is not the same. If you choose to stay and stick, don't forget, the older you become, the more complex, complicated pregnancy becomes. Getting married to him at the age of 40, I mean you as a woman of 40, it is not a good thing. But regardless, it is your choice.